Warning, the following video contains scenes of naughty off-plan food. You have been warned. Hi everyone, welcome to our Crazy Life Scotland. It's Fiona here and it's Monday, which means it's weigh day. How are you all doing? Just to warn you, I fancy having a wee blether this morning, and if you're not Scottish, that basically means I'm going to have a chat with you. So you might want to grab a cuppa. Now I don't drink tea or coffee, so I've got a nice hot Ribena winter spice because we finally found it. It's been like finding hen's teeth trying to get hold of that stuff. I'm not kidding. Unbelievable. Because I don't normally drink hot drinks, I've not really got any of my own mugs, so that's going to have to go on my Santa list, I think, for Christmas. I'll show you the mug that I'm drinking out of. I got this made for Jack for Father's Day, so I don't know if you can see because of the sun. It's got him doing his Canny Cross with Clyde. I love that photo, Clyde looking up at him, it's brilliant. It's got Jack and Brooke holding the trophy. That was the final of the First Nations Cup, and it's basically a national competition where Scotland, Wales and England compete over a number of different legs in all of the different places for the big cup, and that's 2 years in a row now that Scotland's won it, so they were very proud holding that. And the other one, I'm not wanting to spill my Ribena, the other one is Jack and Brooke running the Canny Cross with wee Molly. So I do love this mug, even although it's not mine. But I do need to get some on my Christmas list, I think, because I watch all these vloggers sitting with their beautiful mugs and I'm like, I need some of those. But because I never actually used them, I thought it'd be a bit of a waste of money, really. But I'm getting right into my hot Ribena winter spice, and I might get into hot chocolates again. So I think I definitely need to invest in some. I'm rambling already. You can tell what kind of video this is going to be. So what kind of week have I had? I have had a fantastic week on a personal level because it's just been so busy and hectic, which has been tiring, but it's been so much fun. Really, really good fun. And on a food level, not quite so good. But I knew that was going to happen, and I did say last week that that's what was going to happen. So I thought I would have a wee chat with you I just dropped my notes. I thought I would have a wee chat with you today just to let you know how my week went, tell you a wee bit about what I got up to and a wee bit about my food. So as I said in the introduction, there will be some scenes and some talk of off-plan food. So if you are easily triggered, you might not want to watch this bit. I'll try and remember to put in the description the timeline for when my actual weigh-in comes in. So if you want to skip all the talk and naughty food, you can just go straight to that bit. But you know what my memory's like. It might not be there straight away. It might be later on that I think, oh, I didn't put that in, and then it'll appear. So that's where we're at. Right, well, Monday to Wednesday last week were just pretty standard days. I didn't have an awful lot on, and I stuck to plan 100%. I knew that I was going to have a bad weekend food-wise, so I kept my sins as low as possible, and over the 3 days I used a total of 10 sins, and I thought that wasn't bad going. I didn't want to deprive myself completely because I would have ended up binging, and that wouldn't have been good. So I kept my sins low, and a total of 10 sins over 3 days was perfect. Then on Thursday, that's where it started to go wrong food-wise and started to go well personal-wise. On Thursday, I knew that I was going out with my mum for the day. I had an appointment in Glasgow, a hospital appointment in Glasgow in the morning, and then we were going to the Creative Crafts Fair in the SEC in Glasgow in the afternoon. What a brilliant day we had. It was absolutely amazing. Expensive. Very expensive not to get in. I think because I'm disabled and because my mum's a pensioner, don't tell her I told you that, it was only a total of £8 I think for us to get in. And what they had was, they had one half of it was crafts that you could buy to do yourself, and the other half of it was crafts that people had already made for you to buy ready-made, and it was all Christmas themed, so it was lovely. We both love Christmas, so we were absolutely in our element. I'm planning to do a separate video of a craft haul, so basically just showing you all the bits and pieces that I got when I was at the craft fair. I'm going to do that in a separate video because I know that not everybody who watches my Slimming World videos will also want to watch craft things. It's not everybody's bag, and I totally get that. And although the majority of my subscribers and followers and viewers watch me for my Slimming World journey, there are some who watch me for other bits and pieces as well, such as my crafts, my distraction techniques, my day in the life, that sort of thing. So that's why I do a mix of things on my channel, and I totally get it if you who watch me for Slimming World don't watch the other videos. That's fine. Honestly, I don't mind. Although in saying that, the craft video that I've got coming up, one of the things that I did get was a kitchen gadget that I hadn't seen before that is hopefully going to be useful for Slimming World, so you might want to watch it for that. If not, once I've used it, if I do find it really good, I might do a wee separate video on it. It might be rubbish. You know what these things are like. You watch the demonstration and you're like, oh, that's amazing, I need to have that, and you get it home, use it once, and then it goes in a cupboard. It might be one of those things, but then again, it might not. I am so sorry about the lighting. Bear with me a wee second, I'm just going to fix it. That's a bit better. Sorry about that. The sun came out, which is rather unusual, and it was totally blinding me and making the lighting go all dodgy. Hopefully that's a bit better for you. I sounded like my 14-year-old when I said that, all dodgy. Talking about my 14-year-old, please excuse the mess in the background if you can see it. We are decorating Abby's bedroom, and of course a 14-year-old does manage to collect rather a lot of items in their bedroom, so there's stuff from her room in every other room in the house at the moment while that's getting decorated, so please excuse the background mess. But you know what I'm like by now anyway. I'm real. What you see is what you get. Right, where was I? Oh yeah, so I am going to do a separate craft haul. However, there is one thing that I got that I want to show you because I absolutely love it, and it's going to be very useful for me over the next few weeks to stop me eating, and I'll show you that right now. In fact, before I show you, I'll tell you a wee bit about it. If you've not watched any of my distraction techniques videos, one of them that I did was a distraction technique that I actually found from the lovely Vicky Simkiss. I'm sure most of you watch her. And it's 5D diamond painting, so it's a bit like painting by numbers, but instead of using paint, you use little crystals to make up the picture basically, and it's a lovely 3D sparkly picture at the end. However, usually when I do it, it's on just a bit of material, and then at the end of it I'm like, what am I going to do with this now, and it gets shoved in a drawer rather than, because I can never be bothered framing it or putting it on a canvas or anything. But we found a stall that does the same idea, but their pictures are already mounted either on a canvas, on a card like a gift card, or on card that comes with its own little wooden easel, and it was brilliant. And we saw these and thought, oh, we need to have some of these. And my mum is a much bigger Christmas fan than me. She'll have Christmas things everywhere. We saw this and we both fell in love with it. A massive Christmas canvas, Christmas scene, that you have to put all the crystals on yourself, but like I say, it's already on the canvas. And she looked at it and it was £59, and she said, I love that. If I thought for a minute that you would be able to finish that for me by Christmas, I would buy it. And I looked at her and I went, well mum, challenge accepted, get it, and I promise I will have it finished by Christmas. Which was great at the time. She's like, no chance, you never will. Of course I will. I'll have it finished. If not, I'll give you your money back. Great. So she bought it. I got it home. I took it out the box and I went, wow. The scale of the challenge really hit me. So let me just show you what it looks like. Hold on. So this is what it looks like. It is 90 by 65 centimetres. It's got Santa sitting with all the little woodland animals round about him. How cute. It's got his reindeer, who I just love. Isn't he amazing? And a wee elf pixie type thing up there as well. And some more woodland animals. Isn't that just absolutely stunning? However, all of that, apart from Santa's head and the little clearing in the trees, has to get crystals on it. If I show you close up, all the different symbols, that's the different coloured crystals that need to go on it. And as of now, which is Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days after I started it, all I've managed to do is that section, which is tiny, but you can already start to see the effect it's going to have. The camera's not really picking it up very well, but it does glitter and it's absolutely amazing. So the company this is from, I'm not sponsored by the way, my mum paid for it herself, it's a Craft Buddy DIY crystal art kit called Christmas in the Forest, and there's their website, so it's craftbuddylimited.co.uk, and I'm definitely going to be getting more from them. I think we did actually pick up some other things from them at the craft fair, but that'll go in my other video. So bear with me and I'll just turn you back round. Look at the state of the place, sorry about that. I'll just turn you back round. So that's my challenge for the next few weeks. That will definitely keep me busy, and it's a brilliant distraction to stop you from overeating. Because when you get right into the moment, you can't be bothered going to stop and go and get something to eat. You just want to carry on. And it's not the sort of thing that you can eat while you're doing it in case you make a mess on it. Now, what else was I going to say? Yeah, back to Thursday. So that's what we did on Thursday afternoon. We had a brilliant few hours in the craft show. Again, absolutely exhausting. We had 3 trips to the car because we had that much stuff. And we headed back. I had a rehearsal at night, so there was no point in me coming all the way home to go back through to Falkirk. So I just went straight through with my mum, and we had an hour and a half to kill, so we decided to go for some food. Now, the one thing about being busy on Thursday, in fact, the one thing about all weekend when I was off plan, because I was so busy, I didn't eat a lot. It's just that what I did eat was wrong, if you know what I mean. So calorie wise, who am I trying to kid? Yeah, I was way over calories. But Thursday, for example, I had a couple of easy peelers in the morning, and then I had, what did I have? I had a Fibre One popcorn bar, which I counted as my healthy extra B, and I didn't have anything else at all until tea time when we went to the restaurant before rehearsal. Now, we went to a gorgeous restaurant called the Boardwalk. Now, it's beside the Falkirk Wheel, for anyone who's in the area or anyone who ever goes to visit the Falkirk Wheel. It used to be called the Wheel House, but that wasn't a very great restaurant, to be honest. It was a bit pretentious, it was a bit above itself, and it really wasn't that good. We only went a couple of times. But it's changed recently and it's now the Boardwalk. And one of the reasons we love it so much is because it has carvery as well as a normal menu. So if you're healthy eating, if you're on a diet, it's ideal because you can go and you can get the carvery and you can stay on plan. Did I do that? No. I was intending to. However, when I actually got there, I just wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't in the carvery vibe. And I thought, I'm trying to do mindful eating, which is basically eating when I'm hungry and eating what I want to eat rather than what I think I should eat. Obviously, it's usually on plan, but if I'm really not in the mood for something, I try not to eat it, because what that tends to do is makes me just dissatisfied and makes me want more food, even if I'm not hungry, because I've not enjoyed what I ate, if you get what I mean. So I thought, there's no point in me having the carvery. I'm really not in the mood for it. I would rather have something else and enjoy it and not be picking the rest of the night. So that's what I did. I had a lovely, they do a selection of crepes, savoury crepes. So I had a lovely Malaysian chicken crepe, and it was like a chicken in a lovely creamy curry coconutty sauce. And it was served with salad, and I had it with some sweet potato fries. And oh my goodness, it was delicious. It was so nice. And I have to say, this might sound a bit random, but one of the really good things about that restaurant, the Boardwalk, again, not sponsored, it looks gorgeous from the outside. You go in and it is so lovely. It's so comfortable, yet luxurious in a way. It's a bit like being in a posh hotel, but there's nothing posh about it. It's very relaxed. It's a lovely atmosphere, but it just looks really, really nice. And yeah, this is random, but I used the disabled toilet, and most places that you go, the disabled toilet is so clinical. It's white. It's got the big bars everywhere, which you need. You know, there's no getting away from it, but it just looks white and the floor's white, and it's always got the baby change bit in it, which usually stinks because of the nappies, and it's just horrible. However, the disabled toilet in this boardwalk restaurant is like a normal toilet. It's like being in a hotel and going into a nice toilet. Yeah, it's still got the bars on the wall, but they're more discreet. It's got the lovely grey tiles on the wall. It's got lovely floor tiles. It doesn't smell at all. It's spacious. It has got the baby change, but it doesn't smell. And it's just absolutely gorgeous. And it's that way that when I came out, I actually flagged down a member of staff and said to them, I know this is random, but your disabled toilet is amazing. And they sort of looked at me. And I went, no, honestly, because most places that you go, it's horrible. I really hate having to use disabled toilets. Even if their normal ladies' toilets are nice, the disabled toilet is always horrible. And they sort of looked at me, and it kind of dawned on them that I was actually giving them a compliment. And they were like, oh, thank you very much, we do try. But it's just wee things like that that make your experience that bit more pleasurable. Sorry about that. Because I'm drinking my hot drink while I'm talking to you, my teeth are starting to fall out. So if I keep having to stop, then that's the reason why. So yeah, for anyone who hasn't followed me before, these are falls and they don't fit properly, and I can't eat or drink with them in normally. So if I do drink with them in, they tend to fall out and I have to keep stopping to push them back in. Completely random. Again, is that my word of the day today? Random. I think I'm saying that quite a bit. Sorry. Anywho, where was I? Yeah, so I had my gorgeous Malaysian chicken, and then I thought, and my mum, by the way, was very good. She's back on track with her diet, and she had the carvery. Then I thought, I fancy a dessert. I was very hungry. I should have eaten through the day and I hadn't. So I thought, I fancy a dessert. I looked at the menu and, oh, the choice that they had was fantastic. And I was so tempted by the churros. They had chocolate-filled churros with a toffee sauce, and they had salted caramel churros with a chocolate sauce. And I was so tempted, and then I thought, no, make the best choice you can. Okay, you're going to be over sins by having a dessert, but still make a good choice. So I decided to go for the banana pavlova, because I thought meringue is relatively low sin. It had cream on it. Okay, not very low sin, but it had banana, free food, so great. It was definitely the best choice out of all of them. So I had it. Oh my goodness. Was it the best choice? I'll insert a picture of it here. It was huge. Oh my goodness. And I have to say, it's very rare that it happens, but it beat me. A dessert actually beat me. I couldn't finish it. You'll be glad to hear when you see all that. It came with ice cream as well. Oh, it was so nice though, what I did have. It was really, really good. Yes, definitely over sin though. But then I went to rehearsals and I burnt some of it off by wheeling about and shouting at people, so that was a good thing. Then, sorry, Ribena moustache. So that was Thursday. Friday, I started on my diamond painting that I showed you, so I was really good. Didn't have much to eat. But then Friday night, Abby decided that she wanted to go through to Falkirk and stay with my mum for the weekend. She's still got a lot of old school friends through there that she likes to go and see now and again, so we decided to take her through there. And again, I was starving, I hadn't eaten all day, and ended up having a Domino's. I don't mean the game, I mean the pizza with garlic dip and cookies. So bad. I think it was because I knew that I was going to be off plan for my birthday anyway, so my head just wasn't in the right place. So yeah, I had pizza, I had cookies. Again, I didn't eat all the cookies. Saturday was a great day. We knew it was going to be an early start. It was a Canicross day down in Jedburgh in the Scottish borders, which is a 3-hour trip from where we live now. So it was a 5:30 in the morning start. And I did take fruit with me, and I took some low-sin treats and I ate them. And while I was waiting for Jack and Brooke to do their run, I was catching up on YouTube, and it was just great. I love it, although I can't actually take part, obviously, being in the wheelchair. I love the social side of it. I get time to myself sitting in the van while they're running. I sit in the van with Ranach, while they're running, and then we all get out the van, we take all the dogs for a wander, we speak to all the people, we say hello to all the other dogs, we have a look around the stalls. It's just brilliant. So I really enjoyed that, catching up on my YouTube. But again, while I was catching up on my YouTube, there was a lovely little cafe there which served cakes, so I had some cake. Yes, I did. And then we got out the van, we had a wander about, like I said, we met some brilliant dogs, and it was good. There was a couple of really big dogs there that Ranach got to play with, and it's rare that Ranach gets to, because he's so big. He's a Leonberger, for anybody who's not seen him. He's a big puppy. So he doesn't normally get to play with other dogs. They normally see his size and run, even although he's just the softest big thing ever. He would never ever hurt another dog. They see the size and they're like, whoa, not going near you. But there were a couple of other big dogs there, so he was in his element getting to play. And then there was a prize given. Brooke came second, Brooke and Molly came second, which was great. It was just the usual 2.5 kilometre race for them, and I'll pop a wee photo of Brooke getting her medal in there. She did have Molly up on the podium with her, but Molly kept wanting to come back and see us, so she kept pulling Brooke off. So we ended up taking Molly, so she's in the photo on her own without Molly. Jack didn't get placed, but it was a longer course than normal. It was part of the Jedburgh running festival or something, so there was ultra marathons and half marathons and wheelchair racing and lots of different things on over the weekend. So it was a different course to normal, and it was 7.6 kilometres instead of they normally try to make the long course about 5 kilometres, but this one was 7.6 kilometres, so it was longer. And he was only 10 or 12 seconds behind the guy who came third, so he did really, really well, and he is still building up his fitness. So he's hoping that next year, if we do the same one, he's definitely wanting to get placed. So that was great. Had a brilliant time, and we had a lovely drive back. It was a gorgeous day. So we got back about 7 o'clock, I think. And we just chilled out the rest of the night. We were exhausted, and again, we didn't eat properly because we were exhausted. We had crusty bread and patty and things like that. Sorry, I know it's off plan, but I did warn you. And then Sunday was my birthday. Happy birthday to me. And that was good. So Jack and I don't normally get each other presents for birthdays and things. We're all about the kids, really, and the dogs. So what we do is we usually get each other a wee thing from the kids. So Jack got me a gorgeous warm hoodie that I wore on Saturday, and he also came in with a box of the Malteser truffles. Oh, how good are those? I think they're about 5 cents each, but they're so tasty. And a massive box of Dairy Box. I have never seen a box of chocolates this big in my life. It was huge, and there must be about 3 layers in it. And I thought, wow, I'm never going to get through all this today. And I didn't. I did have a few, but there are lots left. But what I did was, I thought, am I going to have to chuck these out so that I don't eat them? But I looked at the calories, and it says that 1 serving is 2 sweets. Start again, Fiona. I think I've got somebody else's teeth in. Still saying it. 1 serving, Fiona, is 2 sweets. 2 sweets equals, what was it? I worked it out to be around 5.5 cents for 2 sweets. Yeah, I think it was about 113 calories, something like that, for 2 sweets. So I thought, well, 5.5 cents for 2 sweets, that's fine. I'll keep the ones that are my favourites, and the kids and Jack can eat the rest of them. And I'll just send the ones that I like, that are my favourites, as and when I've got the sins for them. So it's fine, I can cope with that. One thing I can't cope with, oh, I nearly forgot to tell you. Hold on, I've got the box. Hold on, 2 seconds. These things. I saw these in the shop last week. Mini Hobnob tea cakes, and I thought, oh, they look good. They are, each tea cake, 32 calories. So I thought, about 1.5 cents. That's fine. That's really good. 1.5 cents, not bad for a wee tea cake. I don't have any to show you the size of them because I ate them all. Yes, I did. I have discovered these are a trigger food. They are delicious. They are only 1.5 cents, but they are very, very small. and they are very, very moreish. So I would advise you, if you do have trigger foods and if you can't stop easily once you start certain foods, do not get the Hobnob mini tea cakes because they are too good. And Jack did have some, but I ate the majority of the box, so be warned. Yeah, so the chocolates I can portion out, that's fine, not a problem. But I went to rehearsal, and one of the ladies there who goes to Slimming World, I think I told you that last week she gave me some of the sticky toffee pudding hi-fi bars. She knows that I can't get any because I'm not a member, so she gave me the ones that she'd bought because she didn't like them, and I really, really enjoyed them. I do like them on their own. However, what I did was I made a pudding out of it. So I put a layer of banana in a bowl, and then I topped it with the Muller Light Banoffee flavour. I think it's a limited edition. So I topped it with that, mixed it all in, and then I chopped up the sticky toffee pudding hi-fi bar and popped that on top, and it was so good. It was half my healthy extra B for the hi-fi bar and 1 cent for the yogurt, and it was a really, really nice dessert. I had that on Monday night and it was amazing. It was really good, and that's what helped me keep Monday so low sin. Really good. So yeah, Elizabeth had very kindly bought me another box for my birthday and wrapped them up for me, so that was really nice because I believe they're going. I believe they're actually gone. They've sold out, I think, from watching other vloggers. I think they were a limited edition and they seem to sell a lot quicker than head office expected, and I think most places are sold out now and they're not getting any more back in. But it'll be interesting to see what comes out next. So where was I? Oh yeah. So yeah, Elizabeth bought me them and I thought, great, an on-plan treat that I've got for my birthday. Brilliant. And the next thing I know, this happened. I'll just pop this on.
Happy birthday to you.
Brooks. Oh, thank you everybody. Give me a close-up. That's not 43 candles. Are you being kind to me?
But you couldn't fit 43 on.
Oh, health and safety. Yes, so all the kids at the rehearsal brought me in a cake and sang happy birthday. It was so sweet. It was really, really nice. I loved it. And I thought, ooh, chocolate cake. But I did, we cut it there and then, so I did have a couple of wee bits and we brought a wee bit home, but I didn't have too much of it because we all had a bit. So that was nice. And then I came home from rehearsal and this happened. Yes, I got another birthday cake. Jack and the kids had bought me a Thornton's birthday cake. That was to die for. And it had 3 little Thornton sweets on the top. And as you can see, they were very kind and put my age on it. At least at the panto rehearsal, they had just put 6 normal candles in. I think 43 would have been a health and safety hazard. But yes, they did put my age on it, just to rub it in, just rub salt in the wounds a little bit more. So that was absolutely delicious, I have to say. And I did have a big chunk of that. But again, that's all I ate yesterday. I ate junk all day. I had chocolate for my breakfast in the Malteser truffles. I had chocolate for my lunch, some chocolate from the dairy box. I had cake at rehearsal. I had cake when I came home, and I had another couple of chocolates from the dairy box. So all I had yesterday to eat was chocolate. So bad, so bad. So yes, that was my week. Like I say, it was a brilliant week on a personal level. I was very busy, very exhausted, but I had so much fun. Really, really good. Loved being with my mum, spent a lot of time with my mum. Loved being with Jack and the kids and the dogs. Although I'm saying the kids, Abby was at my mum's most of the weekend. She came back with me after the rehearsal. So this morning when I was getting ready to step on the scales, I knew I was going to be in for a gain. I was fully expecting it. I knew from last week when I actually said in my weigh-in video, I'm going to have a gain next week. So I was all prepared for it. And I stepped on the scales to discover that I lost 2.2 pounds. Now, before you hate me, before you switch off, because I hate people who eat junk and lose weight, I absolutely hate it. It's one of my bugbears, and I know it's one of everybody's bugbears who are on a weight loss journey. But please, before you make judgments and you switch off, watch this. So I now weigh 141.4 pounds, which is down 2.2 pounds from last week, giving me a total loss of 9.2 pounds, and I've got 8.4 pounds to go to my interim target. My body water went down by 0.3% and my body fat went up 0.4%. My bone mass stayed the same at 4.6 pounds. My BMI went down to 26, but I'm still in the chubby range. My visceral fat stayed the same at 8. My basal metabolic rate went down. I'm going to have to work to get that back up again. And worst of all, my muscle mass went down by 1.2 pounds to 73.2 pounds. Yes, as you can see by my stats, I did lose weight. However, the weight that I lost was water weight and muscle weight. I gained fat. That to me is the reason why the number on the scale doesn't tell you the full story. If I was to go to Slimming World group, get on the scales and lose 2.2 pounds, I would be like, ha! I ate all that and still lost weight. Brilliant. I can just go and eat all that rubbish again and I'm still going to lose weight. No, Fiona. Yeah, you lost weight. You've lost muscle. That's not a good thing. And you've lost water. That is also not a good thing. You have gained fat. Definitely not a good thing. So I think what's happened is that I have came in under calories overall all week. But what I've been eating is completely the wrong food, as we know. Especially with it being so much sugar. I've touched on this before, that when you eat sugar, your insulin response goes boom. Insulin then tells your brain, oh body, you need to store fat, and that's what happens. This is a perfect example of how eating sugar makes you gain fat. Okay, I didn't gain weight, but I gained fat. That's what we all want to lose. We don't want to lose weight. We want to lose fat. And I can tell looking in the mirror that I have gained fat. I can tell with my genes I have gained fat. So yeah, I've lost 2.2 pounds, but it's not a good result for me this week. It is not a good result at all. What I'm going to have to do now is I'm going to have to watch what I'm eating again. I'm going to have to be really low on my sugar all week. I really do want to be low on my sugar. I'm not going to deprive myself, definitely not, because I know that leads to me binging. It's not good for me. But I am going to keep my sins in terms of sweet treats low this week. I am going to be doing my No Nonsense November that I mentioned last week. I have got some chocolate cake left and I will have a little bit tonight probably, but then that's it. I'm not going to have any more. The kids and Jack, if he wants, can eat the rest of it. I've had what I wanted, I've enjoyed what I wanted, and I'm going to be on it. Like I said, No Nonsense November. November doesn't start until Thursday, but my No Nonsense November starts now. I will have another bit of chocolate cake today, but I won't have any other sins. And that's it. So if anybody wants to join me on No Nonsense November, I am going to be on it. I am not going to be over my sins. I'm going to be on plan every single day, even if I'm out and about, even if I'm out with my mum, if I'm out with the kids, regardless of what I'm doing, I am going to be so on it. That is my vow to you. If I do break my No Nonsense November, I will 100% tell you, because as you know, I'm all about honesty. The whole point of this channel is to document my life, document my weight loss, and be 100% honest in everything that I talk about on camera. Yes, that is my plan for the future. I don't think I've got anything major coming up in the next week that could challenge that. Let me just see if I've written anything down. I don't think so. What I am wanting to do is to try and keep me interested. I'm wanting to mix up my healthy extras a bit. I'm actually just about to go and film my favourite healthy extras tag, and I'm going to do that right after this video. So if you see me wearing the same clothes, don't be thinking to yourself, what a dirty bism that is. Look, she's still wearing their clothes. It's because I'm filming it straight after this. I do get changed, honestly. So yeah, I'm going to film that. And when I was trying to think of different things for that video, because I thought I'm one of the last people to do it, I think, and I didn't want to just keep showing the same things as everybody else. I wanted to try and make it a bit different, so I racked my brains to think of my favourite healthy extras from the past that I could reintroduce again, because I'm wanting to mix them up. So that's what I've done. So I'm going to film that, and I'm going to use these healthy extras this week to mix it up a bit, to keep it interested, because I have fallen into the rut of eating the same things every single day, and I want to get out of that. And the other thing that I'm going to try this week is the slow cooker rice pudding that I've seen on, who was it? I think it was, is it Emma Jane Godsell? It's either Emma Jane Godsell or Sarah SW who does it, and it's a Vicky, not a Vicky Simkis, sorry Vicky, it's the other Vicky, Tastefully Vicky recipe originally. So I've got the pudding rice, and I've got the, I think Fiona, the hazelnut milk, and I'm going to make that this week, because again it's going to be a lovely treat for at night, a pudding, but I'm not going to have, it's not going to be filled with sugar, it's not going to be chocolate filled, so that's going to help to give me my nice sweet kick at night with some nice fruit without worrying about eating chocolate. So I think you'll be glad to hear that that's me finished my little blether for today. I know it's been a long one, I know it's been a rambly one, but I just fancied this wee catch up with you, and I had such a good week that I just wanted to tell you all about it, because you're all my friends now, and that's what I like to do. So I'm going to head off now and film this other video. So this should go up today, which is Monday. My healthy extras video, if it doesn't go up today, it will be up tomorrow, which is Tuesday, and tomorrow I think I'm going to film my craft haul, which should go up on Wednesday. So I hope you've all enjoyed this video. Thank you very much if you've managed to get to the end of this. Please feel free to comment, and I would love you to subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in my next one, everybody. Bye!